In this video, I'm going to talk to you about running solo ads. And if you don't know what solo ads are, essentially what they are is you pay somebody else who has a massive email list, you pay them to basically use their email list. So they don't give you direct access to their list, but what you do is you come up with an email, you come up with the copy and the script, or the swipe as it's called, for the email, and you pass that on to somebody with a big massive email list in a niche that's relevant to what you are selling. And basically they send out your email to their list, and hopefully, fingers crossed, they click on the link in that email and get directed to your website and your offer. So in this case, they would be getting redirected to your opt-in page. Now, if they choose to hand over their name and their email and opt in, they are then on your list. They are legitimately on your list. So there'll be another video on how to set up a email list responder or an autoresponder, and that's for another video. But in this video, I'm just going to cover how to actually set up and run solo ads. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to use a site called Udimi, which has a fantastic reputation and very high quality lists. There are a lot of bad solo sellers out there and a lot of dodgy websites. So be very, very careful, but that is why I recommend using Udimi. So let's dive straight in, and I'm going to show you inside Udimi itself. So this is the back office of Udimi. I'll just run through the menu down the left-hand side first. So this is just the home page, nothing too spectacular to show you there. And the next one, My Solos. So these are some of the solo ads that I've run in the last week or so. Messages from sellers and ad text. So for example, if I click on the ad text here, the top one here, this is one that I sent to one of the sellers on Udimi. So it's just a swipe email, and this swipe is actually provided on the .com Secrets affiliate page. So it's very easy to go and get this swipe. You just put it in here into this box, and then make sure that you put your link in there as well. So this is the link that people are going to click and will be directed to your landing page or your opt-in page. Money's fairly self-explanatory. Don't worry about too much of the other options at the moment, but if we go down to the very bottom where it says Activate Prime, I will point out something here. So the Activate Prime, it's $19.95 per month, and basically what the so Udimi is basically free to use, so you don't have to worry too much about that. You have to pay the sellers individually and they set their own price, but using Udimi itself or belonging to Udimi is free, okay? But if you choose to go with their basically $20 a month membership, it has advanced click filtering, as it says here. It just tries to filter out bad clicks to your offer, and you can read up about that here. And also with their affiliate program, because we are affiliate marketers, we do need to pay attention to these offers, because we are affiliate marketers and we do want other people to sign up to the affiliate programs that we offer, because it just adds a little bit of money to our income. And if everybody gets on board and everybody helps each other out, that's how everyone can make a lot of money doing this type of affiliate marketing. And this is actually a pretty good offer, because the $19.95 per month, you actually get 50% commissions off everyone that you refer. So basically about $10, which is actually pretty good. And also 15% of any amount of money they spend on ads. So you don't have to, you can use Udimi for free. You don't have to sign up to this, but it's something to consider if you can afford to do it, or maybe you want to leave it now and do it later, but definitely have a think about the affiliate program. Now, if we go to the top and click Find Sellers, this is where we can actually go in and find sellers of their email lists to run our solo ads. So obviously up here there's some stats, so you can filter by price, you can filter by how many sales a seller has made. So if we look at Mark up the top here, he's charging 80 cents per click, but he's had a 24% sale rate, which is pretty good. And Desmond here, who's a very good seller, I highly recommend. See, he's actually, well, he's 5 cents cheaper than Mark there, and his sales rate is actually a lot higher. So he's a very good, I have used Desmond Arkell Smith here, so I highly recommend him. And basically, this is how you go through and find sellers. It's super easy. So if I click on Desmond here, it'll give you a little bit of information about Desmond himself, obviously the amount of people who have liked his service, his percentages here on sales, which is really good, and it pre-fills down here. This is an actual ad. So if I wanted Desmond to run my .com secrets ad, the copy is already pre-filled here because I've actually had him run this ad before, so you don't have to keep typing it back in. So that's super easy. If you are going to run an ad, I highly suggest that you click Prime Filter. It adds 3 cents or 3 cents to each click, but it filters out just bad clicks. It's really good. And only top tier, you want to click that as well. So top tier and Prime Filter are two options that you would want to click. Top tier means that it's the top tier countries. So for example, it would be the United States, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, and the UK, I think it is. And that way you get, just top tier countries who like to spend money. So basically what it means is they're the most likely to click on your offer. Okay, so down here it will give you the price for that. Oh, so at the moment it's set to 50 visitors, and you can see that 50 visitors would cost us $47. Now that is a guaranteed 50 clicks on your link. So basically Desmond would run as many people to your email as possible until 50 people have clicked your link. So this is really powerful. Now if you haven't used Facebook ads before and you were thinking that you might have to run Facebook ads or something similar to that, but you've never run Facebook ads before, forget it. This is where you want to start. You want to run solo ads because I run Facebook ads. I've been doing Facebook ads for a long time, and I get pretty good results. But if you're new to it, forget it, because Facebook ads is a whole beast on its own. It can be very, very complicated until you take some time to nut it out. So by running solo ads, this is really fast, really easy, and you'll guarantee those clicks. The only thing that you need to make sure you do is really vet and pick your seller properly. So just make sure that they've got good feedback. You know, Desmond's got great feedback. 36% of all his clicks result in sales. So he's a really good place to start. Not saying that there's not others. This is just my experience, but this is basically a good starting point. So if you want to increase the visitors, you can just drag this little button across here. I think it goes all the way up to 1,000. Yes, it does. I've never bought 1,000 at once because that's $883. But you can start, a good place to start actually is 100 visitors. That's how I got started. It gives you a good, broad range to test that seller. So I would suggest starting with 100 visitors, and it's $91 to send this out. But I actually, on my very first ever go at doing this, completely new to it, I actually got one sign up to ClickFunnels, which you know, this pays for that ad, you know, in a month or two. So you've got to think it in long-term value of your customer. So this is a really great way to start. There are deals up here, so you can click solo deals. And these are people who are running sort of discount deals at the time. You would still need to be careful and go through and check and vet everyone, make sure they got the proper feedback and all that type of stuff. But you can find some pretty good deals here. But remember, cheaper is not necessarily better. You know, there's no point spending you know, $50 on 50 clicks and, you know, not getting anything. There's no savings in buying cheap clicks from a cheap vendor if you're not going to get any sales from those clicks. So just be aware of that. I've already shown you the affiliate side of things. Again, you can get an affiliate link, and it just tells you here what the returns on those are. There's a forum, which is quite good, and there's also help. Now, I have had a couple of issues in the past and had to contact support, who, by the way, are super quick. So you don't have to worry about the support on Udimi. If there's any problems, you'll get help pretty quickly. Now, that's about it for Udimi. I can't recommend any other site other than Udimi because a lot of them in the past have had really bad reputations. In fact, solo ads has always been a bit of a contentious issue. So come and give Udimi a go. I'm sure you'll be satisfied. And when you've got a little bit of money coming in and a little bit more time to learn, we'll cover the next step as far as promoting your opt-in page, which will be Facebook ads. But the other thing that you want to do is you want to get at least 100 emails on your list. Remember that everybody that these people send through, these sellers send through, they're going on your list. So if you pay for 50 clicks, right, a good percentage of those are going to opt in and they're going to end up on your email list. So it's a really good way to build an email list really, really quickly. Okay, that's it for this video, and I'll see you on the next.